Hi, I'm John. I'm uh, I'm a dad of two boys, and I spend quite a lot of time thinking about life. You know, what matters, what doesn't, and how quickly it all seems to move. There's something I didn't really understand when I was younger, and that is just how fast life goes. When you're in your teens, your 20s, even your early 30s, it feels like you've got all the time in the world. You sort of tell yourself, I'll figure things out later. I'll get serious eventually. There's no rush. And, nothing really seems urgent. But what most men don't realize is that later comes around a lot faster than you expect. I'm 45 now, and, in a lot of ways, I still feel like I'm figuring things out. But when I look back, it doesn't feel like a long journey. It feels like it happened really quickly. Your 20s feel like they were yesterday. Your 30s kind of blur together. Work, responsibility, trying to keep things moving. And then one day, you sort of stop and realize you're not at the beginning anymore. You're somewhere in the middle. And that hits a bit differently. And the thing is, it's not that we're lazy, not always anyway. It's just that time feels slow until suddenly it doesn't. When you're young, there's no real pressure. You can waste a few weekends, scroll on your phone, put things off, ignore your health a bit, and nothing really happens. There's no immediate consequence. So you just assume there's always more time. But the truth is, time isn't slow. It's just quiet. It kind of moves in the background while you're busy doing other things. And then one day, you start to notice it. Your energy's not quite the same. You've picked up habits you didn't really mean to. You've drifted a bit further than you realized. And you catch yourself thinking, how did I get here so quickly? And, if I'm honest, there were things I probably knew I should have taken more seriously earlier. Things like health, money, discipline, even just how I was spending my time day to day. But like most people, I just assumed there was always time to fix things later. And to be fair, sometimes there is. But it's always harder than it would have been earlier. So I think if I could explain this to my younger self, or maybe more importantly, to my boys one day, it would be this. Don't treat your early years like they don't matter. Because they matter a lot more than you think. The habits you build, the standards you accept, the way you spend your time, they don't just disappear. They build up, slowly, quietly, and then one day, they become your life. So what do you actually do with that? Well, you don't need to panic. You don't need to have everything figured out, but you do need to start being a bit more intentional. Just take a look at your days. Ask yourself, what am I actually doing with my time? Because your days turn into weeks, weeks turn into years, and years turn into your life. And if my boys ever watch this one day, I don't expect them to get everything right. No one does. But I do hope they understand this earlier than I did. Time is the one thing you don't get back. Not your 20s, not your early energy, not the years where you could have built something meaningful. And if you protect anything in your life, protect your time. Because life doesn't suddenly speed up. It just quietly keeps moving while you're not really paying attention. And then one day, you look up and realize how far you've come. So, take it seriously. Not in a stressful way, just in an aware way. Because this is it. This isn't practice. This is your life. And it moves faster than you think.